Gareth Evans on BBC WM 95.6.
Right, if when you heard the plans to rename Birmingham Airport after one of the city's most famous sons, you said, oh, that'd be great, you might perhaps be buoyed by the notion that the Queen possibly, in the not-too-distant future, could be saying, "Arise, Sir Ozzy." A campaign is building momentum for Ozzy Osbourne to be given the honour after an Australian fan of the Black Sabbath frontman started an online petition. Helen Maidotis is the Aussie fan who started it off. I spoke with her earlier and asked her why.
I think he should be made a knight because he deserves it. He's been in the business for over 40 years. He's been through so much. He's an inspiration to many. And just, I mean, why not? I mean, we've had Sir Elton John and Sir Paul McCartney, and I think it's time that Ozzy was knighted.
Do you think that Ozzy is in the same league as Sir Elton and Sir Paul? What is it that inspires you about him?
I don't know what you mean by in the same league. I mean, just because he sings in a metal band, I just think that, you know, he deserves it. I mean, what is it that should set him apart from everybody? I think he's just incredible. He's an incredible human being, and I've loved him all my life, and he has millions of fans worldwide, and I believe that it's high time that he received a knighthood. I mean, he's received the Birmingham Walk of Stars, and he was the first one actually that was nominated to receive a star on the Walk of Fame there. And I just think that it's time that we knighted him.
And the campaign is snowballing, Helen, as well, isn't it? You started off with a couple of hundred signatures. How many have you got now?
I've got about 3,173. There are times when it slows down, but then it picks up again. I've tried everything. I've made pictures, and I've written to people. I've tweeted so many times. Yeah, it's just really hard, yeah.
And
it's hard trying to get the signatures.
And the people who are signing, are they from all around the world?
Yes, I've got signatures from everywhere, all over the place. I've got support from the UK, obviously, the US, a lot of countries of Europe, and Australia here as well. And yeah, I really need this to happen.
I can hear that.
I've got a tool. Like I've decided that I'd make the 7-year anniversary of when he received the Walk of Star at Birmingham on the 6th of July next year is the closing date, because I thought that, you know, that would be the best way to finish it off, since it was something that he had done in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And I just think that that I mean, he's the greatest. No one can be like him. Like there have been many singers for Black Sabbath, but I think that Ozzy is a standout. Like he's the voice of Black Sabbath, no doubt about it. I mean, anyone that hears him, they know that it's him. Like he's recognisable, and he's very likeable, and he's just down to earth, and I just don't see why he shouldn't receive one.
Can you remember the first time you came across him?
It was years ago. I was still in high school. Like we didn't have back then Twitter and all that stuff. But I just relied on the heavy metal magazines, and I used to buy records all the time. And yeah, he was always there, like him, throughout my life, and he's been a big inspiration for me. And I know that there are many bands out there that have been inspired by him as well. A lot of tribute bands, and I just feel that the way they treat him, the way the media treats him, that he's this and that, and he's done this and he's done that. I mean, why does everyone always have to focus on the negative stuff? Why don't they just look and see, you know, what he has achieved with Black Sabbath? I mean, he's done so many records, both with Sabbath and on his own, and I just think that, you know, you can't compare him with anyone else.
What's his reaction? Have you heard from Ozzy himself?
No, I have no idea. I've asked Jack, I've asked everybody, and no one seems to be telling me whether he knows anything about it or not. So I'm just clueless right now as to what's going on. Like, I don't know.
What do you think he'd make of it?
Well, I don't know. I suppose he'd be flattered. I don't know.
Did you get to see them? Because they reformed recently, didn't they, Sabbath, and toured Australia. Did you get to see them live this time around?
Yes, I went. I attended the concert when they were here in April, and I was blown away. I had seen Ozzy before when he toured with Black Rain album, and he was incredible. And till this day, I still can't believe that I've seen him twice in my life. And and now with this album, and everything's just going really well, and I'm really proud of him and with the rest of Black Sabbath. I originally had planned on wanting to get all of the band knighted, but I was told by David Spooner, the guy that's in charge of the honours there, that it can't be done for the whole band, and it'd be easier for me to nominate the more prominent member first. So that's why I chose Ozzy, since he's the voice of Sabbath and everybody knows about him. And I just thought that he would make the best choice.
Ozzy and Sabbath are reforming, aren't they, again, and playing the arena, playing the NIA in Birmingham just before Christmas.
Yes.
Do you think that Ozzy should fly you over as a thank you and let you see him on his home patch?
Oh, I don't really mind. I mean, as long as that it happens, it's the Knighthood thing, because I really, really am desperate for this to happen. That's the main concern for me. I want him to be knighted. You know, it's my lifelong dream, and if it doesn't happen, then I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really need this to happen. I mean, he deserves it. And there have been people out there that have been knocking this thing and saying, "Oh, it's never going to happen. Why should he get it?" I mean, why shouldn't he get it? Why wouldn't Ozzy deserve this honour? I mean, he's the boy from Birmingham, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's a day at the Palace that I would love to see. Anybody wanting to get in touch with you, anybody wanting to get behind your campaign, how should they do it?
Well, all you do is just go to Facebook and type in the Knighthood of Oz and like it, and there I've got the link for the cause. If they could just click on that, and it'll take them to the page there for the causes, and they can just sign it. Just click on where it says sign the petition, and that's it. It's so easy. Less than a minute to do.
The Aussie woman who wants Ozzy to be knighted, Helen May Otis.